hey to like the two people that are watching this probably. So you may be wondering why I haven't really been posting a lot recently. And there's a multitude of different factors that play into this. I'm not gonna expose a lot of information that I don't want to expose because honestly you don't need to know every single aspect of my life. Just don't be parasocial with it. Just respect my boundaries and what I'm comfortable discussing. But in the most vaguest of terms, there is a person who was close to me that died recently. And it both, affected me emotionally, and they were also the main supplier of the house, and I was living there. So at the moment, I'm in a different, unpredictable living situation. During this time, I haven't really felt that motivated to make videos or do animations. I mean, I would do it occasionally, but not as often as I used to do. And the funniest part about this is that I do have audio ready to animate whenever I can. I mean, I don't really have any audio that's like for game or video, reviews, that type of stuff. Um, but I do have audio that is for animations. It's just that when you're in a creative rut and you're in like a sort of stressful situation, you tend to just have these days where you kind of just not really do anything. um Essentially just kind of what's the term, bed rot. Yeah. And how I've been coping with this is through drawing, which if you haven't subscribed to my Blue Sky, then I'm more relevant there than I am here at the moment because of that. I think I'm getting back into the groove of wanting to make stuff, but I'm not entirely sure. Besides that, I've been sort of just questioning my career in general. Just sort of thinking about art. Like, I will always appreciate art, I will always value it. And it is a field that I want to be in. But I do feel like that the chances of entering into that industry um, is probably slim to none. So I'm sort of in this moment where I'm just like, what the fuck do I do? You know, I think that's a common thing for people to feel during like college time, but due to recent increasing factors, um, I think that that has increasingly been questioned to myself constantly every single time I look at my career because, like, what? I'm a fucking shit poster, and like, sure, I make cute little animations and shit, but like, am I really that good at art? Like, maybe to like a degree. Maybe this is just like a self-deprecating fucking feeling. But like, I don't know. I just don't feel like I'm at that stage yet to where like I would really get a lot of jobs. And it sucks because I feel as if I should be at a point where my art should look better. And in my head, at least, it's looked the goddamn same for a while. And maybe that's just the artist critiquing the artist. But there's only so much time that I can wait to develop my skills until I'm at a point where I can't. So, for once in my life, not being focused purely on art, because I've always, since I could remember, wanted to draw and I wanted to go into the field. But for once I actually think past that, I sort of just look at myself and I'm just like, who am I without art? And I know that that may sound dramatic, but it is this weird existential moment where I know that I probably would not get into that field at all, and that the chances of that are slim. So, yet again, I'm at this point where I'm just like, fuck, is it even worth getting a fucking degree in art? And even then, like, what other degree would I get? Because my life has been so fixated on art that I don't know what to do without it. That's the fucking crazy part. And I'm trying to find ways of trying to adapt myself to like jobs that could fall within the lines of art, but I don't know where that might be. And it's just a scary path that I'm just now realizing. Does that make sense? I don't know if I'm making sense. I'm just fucking talking. I don't know if that's just a mixture of factors, if it's because of the death related thing, or it's just everything coming all at once and it's just a fucking headache to juggle all of these emotions at once. I don't know. And another reason of why I haven't really been posting is because of politics. Politics just make me fucking angry and sad, frankly. It's amazing how easily tricked and malleable the average Joe's brain is when it comes to like conspiracy shit that is mainstream. Like, that's all this presidency has just been conspiracy bullshit that people take at face value because they can't critique their king. And when they are faced with the reality of what they supported and it turning out to be supporting a awful cause, they always find a way to fucking twist it into some other unrelated topic that has nothing to do with the conversation at play. Oh, living in America is hell? It can't be the fact that Trump did multiple fucking tariffs and also paid for Argentina meat to fuck over American farmers. It's not the fact that Trump was actively defunding SNAP benefits towards the poor and demonizing those on SNAP benefits, which, mind you, mainly consists of children and the elderly, and describing them as too lazy and that they just don't want to get a job, when in reality, they have multiple jobs and still can't put fucking food on the table. It's not the fact that people are lazy, it's the fact that they're getting fucking crippled more and more economically than ever. Not to mention his Saudi Arabia involvement where he straight up invested $1 trillion into them. And lastly, it's not the fact that he also tax cut billionaires to where they got $700 billion by this year alone. But no, it can't be that. It's the fucking immigrants somehow. I think people just get dazed by getting fucked in the ass by these billionaires that they get confused on who they should actually go after. I guess introducing a non-issue would solve everyone from actually addressing issues. Oh, there's a shit ton of school shootings? Must be the trans people, even though they literally make up like 1.3% of shootings, and even then their fucking sexual identity has nothing to do with the fucking shooting. It's just tiring hearing like every other day just this made up excuse to just demonize communities that don't fucking deserve it. And as a person that cares about other people, you can understand why that makes me a little fucking depressed. And I want to make this as clear as possible. Like, I am a left-leaning channel. I will stress that time and time again. So if you're within my audience and you think that ICE's brutality towards peaceful protesters in minority-centered cities as something that is justified, I'm sorry, but get the fuck away from my channel. If you think that it's justified to starve 20 million people out of their fucking SNAP benefits, even if it's cut in half, I'm sorry, but also fuck off. If you think that Israel's genocide against the Palestinian people is justified because they need a holy land, also fuck off with that shit. And lastly, if you do anything or say anything that is relatively similar to those talking points, yet again, fuck off. I've always and will stand with people who have been misrepresented by the majority. Open up your eyes, read back the things that you are saying, And maybe think to yourself, am I morally a good person by believing these talking points? Are you really standing for the people when you're going against said people? Or are you just a sad mouthpiece for corporate propaganda that is actively distracting you from the elite, that is literally creating infighting with the working class with fucking news outlets like Fox News? I just wish that the average Joe wasn't this fucking apathetic. Like, is it just the fact that some people just didn't gain empathy or sympathy when they're younger? I don't understand how a person can get to that point, which is the part that just frustrates me the most. To just look at an event and just go, oh yeah, it's the victim's fault. Like, that's so insane. And what do you gain out of it? Like, the sick power fantasy of being in control of somebody else's life and fucking rights just because your life is fucking miserable and you want to put that fucking anger towards somebody else? It's just unjustified. And I know that people that are within my audience already knows all this shit, or at least I hope you do. I just hate those that are actively digging their own fucking graves thinking that they're gonna get any ounce of something out of justifying violence when in the end they're just helping no one, including themselves. I just wish that people were better. I just is that like too much to ask? Just be a fucking human being. Wow, you can tell that I have ADHD. I like conversation hopped off of like 3 things. But that has been my list of annoyances and unfortunate events that has happened recently that has led me to the lack of videos that I would normally post. And I'm just saying this shit as a mixture of an update on things, and also I'm more saying this as an outlet to get things off of my chest, and maybe there's one person that is listening to this and can understand my annoyances and anger. But anyways, that's all I have to say. Posting videos will be a little rough, but mostly as of right now, I'm still making videos for this channel. It'll just be very slow. Anyways, bye for now, and I'll see you later. When? I don't really know, but we'll see.